All right, match number 3, Wolf versus James. Wolf versus James. If you haven't checked out the other ones, I probably already posted them. I think this one's probably coming out after the first two. So check out the other ones that I did. They're for week 2 as well. So this is a week 2 matchup. Wolf ended up winning. I think he squeaked out his first week's win against Joey. Joey he kind of alluded to how he lost in in week 1. That was kind of funny in week 2 when he mentioned that. And James ended up beating Mount in week 1. It was just a really impressive end game for him in games 2 and 3. That was really nice. But now these two, they're no stranger to the competitive scene. Like Wolf versus James, I don't know how many times they've actually faced each other at official events, but I would imagine it's happened more than once, more than a handful of times actually. And I think it's a world semi-finalist Wolf said in his title here. So I knew James did well. I wasn't sure if he finished top 4, but yeah, that's crazy. I respect the heck out of James Baek as a player, but I forgot he finished that high. What a great run for him at Worlds. Top 4 in the world. How many people can say that? Not me. But anywho, so this was actually the most anticipated match because I did a little poll. I like to do polls, like especially with like this season and stuff like that. Just kind of asking random questions just to get you guys to vote. It takes 2 seconds just to click on it. It's just a little fun. So I put all 4 matches. Which was the most? Which week 2 WDL match were you looking forward to the most? And you guys all voted. There was over 500 votes, which is crazy. Wolfey versus James was number 1. You guys all wanted to see, and I was definitely waiting for this one as well. I was really wanting to see Uzi versus Mount as well. The 2 singles players go at it, so go check that one out. But yeah, Wolves versus James. So I'll start talking as I go, but I'll just kind of go over the Terra types here. We got Noivern, so you can see the teams on the screen, but obviously the Terra types we didn't have. But if you watch Wolf's breakdown beforehand, he gives both of them, and he explained how his team works. Anyway, it's an interesting team this week, so let's see how he does it. But we got Noivern's Terra Normal, Espathra's Terra Dark, Hariyama Ground, Glamora Fairy, Primarina Steel, Mamoswine Water, and on James's side, you've got Kilowattrel's Water, Blastoise is Poison, which is interesting. Nice defensive Terra. And then we've got Annihilate is Ice, which is funny. Not funny, but I guess it's just really good. Offensively, don't think defensively it's super great. But let me see. So then we got Crocodile, which is Ghost. Wolf suspected it to be choiced just because of that Terra type, which is just a read that only he would be able to make, which is awesome. It makes sense. And then the Alolan Ninetales is Ground, which is interesting. So possibly expected Terra type, or maybe just to resist the Rock from the Glamora. That could be good. And then you have the Revavroom, which I think is going to be the star of the week for James. So we'll see how that goes. And that is Terra Water, a nice defensive Terra for him. So let's get into it without further ado. If you haven't already watched Wolfie's video and James's perspective, I'm actually watching Wolf's right now because James hasn't released his yet. And I needed to get these recordings done because I've got so many on the Saturday to do. So James, I'll do yours next week. If I think he might have been ill or something that week when he was uploading it. But yeah, something along those lines. I think Pokemon was talking about that. But anyway, you guys don't want to hear me. Maybe you do. But let's start it. So we've got, let me see, Noivern, Espathra, Hariyama, Glamora, Primarina, Mamoswine. Primarina, Mamoswine is so good. I think those two are going to be really nice. How is he going to set it up? What's it called? The Hariyama having Fake Out. He does have a Trick Room setter in Espathra, I guess. Unlikely, but possible. You have the Tailwind on the Noivern, so this team can kind of go both ways, which is nice. I really like the Mamoswine here into this team. And then the Glamora weakness policy. What in the world? Okay. And then on James's team, it's a little bit more like let me see. Yeah, he hasn't locked in yet. See, folks, this is what you do, by the way. This is exactly how you do it. Wolf does it like this. I do it because why not? It's just free time. Here's how you do it. When you're about to lock in your team, you lock in the 4 that you want. Don't click done. You have 41 seconds left. Look at the screen. We have 41 seconds just to kind of consider what you want to do. So he has 41 seconds. He's already locked in his 4. Think about all the end games just as you're doing it. Use the time. You've got it, right? And then James, I'm not sure if he's locked in yet, but I bet he does along the lines of the same thing unless he's so sure of his matchups. But on James's side, we've got Kilowattrel, Blastoise. This might be a Tailwind Water Spout because if you time out, you're stuck with those 2 on the field. So this could potentially be a late game Final Gambit, maybe. I think it's possible. We did see it in week 1, but it might not be there. But James has so many different ways he can do this. Yeah, and Wolf just locked in now because he thought about it, and he only has 20 seconds left anyway. And he's sometimes you second guess yourself as well, so maybe you don't want to do that. But yeah, James is taking the full time. So I guess maybe it could be Water Spout, but I also think that Revivroom is just going to be set up in the back. So maybe it's just a Tailwind and then Fake Out, maybe pivot in and out the Blastoise. The Crocodile's really nice. I think the one that I had that I built earlier in the week for this matchup was like Snarl Breaking Swipe. So let's see if we see that. And just remember, at the end of the video, guys, we're going to be going over what I thought. Ninetales Annihilate. Are we going to see what we thought? Yeah, look at these leads. These are the exact leads both players have prepared for. So I'm really curious to see what this matchup looks like. Wolf's got the Choppleberry on his Mamoswine to watch out for that close combat. So are we going to get a Veil or are we going to get an Icicle Spear? That would be interesting. Like we've got, let me see. We have Ninetales of Terra Ground. So he's not leading. He didn't lead the Glamora, so he doesn't need to Terra there. But I think this is just a Tailwind from Wolf, right? What does Wolf do? I didn't see the moves on Mamoswine. So this is actually, I actually don't really like Wolf's position here, to be completely honest. I think he sets up an Aurora Veil, maybe. But you got to watch out for the Iron Head, would just delete it. If it's Sash, I think you're okay. So he just goes for the Protect here. I think this is a free Veil, no? Icy Wind, interesting. Okay. That would do a lot of damage. That would do a ton of damage to Noivern. It's the Mamoswine. Finds out he's not Covert Cloak or Clear Amulet. You wouldn't be Clear Amulet because you have the Drain Punch goes into that. Eats the Choppleberry. Wait, did it eat the Choppleberry? Oh, he crit. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, yeah, Heavy Slam goes into the Ninetales, and it is Sash. So yeah, that's a safe play for James. So now you could just go for a Aurora Veil now, because now is Annihilate. No, it might be Scarf. No, because the Ninetales went first. So yeah, Ice Shard the Ninetales. Will James read this though? Because Ice Shard is usually a forgot. Like I don't really remember Mamoswine gets that. So let's see what happens here. So that Annihilate just hasn't taken any damage yet, but it's got to watch out for like the Hurricane. So let's see. Yeah, I think he wants to go for the Tailwind. I think last week Wolfey forgot to get a Tailwind up, or not forgot to, but chose to get the Weather up instead of the Tailwind, and I think it bit him. So I think he's just trying not to make the same mistake again. So he's like, yeah, let's just get the Tailwind up now, and then he gets his Glamora in, maybe in the back row. I don't remember who he brought in the back, but Ice Shard's okay. So that might have caught him off guard. And now you just have a little Annihilate sitting there that hasn't been hit yet. There's a Tailwind, cool. What? And then I guess you just go for the Mamoswine here. Mamoswine is Terra Water, so I'm curious what he does. Yeah, Drain Punch, that should pick it up. Yeah, that's a big piece off the board. And you know what? Him targeting down that that Mamoswine, you definitely 100% that Revivroom is in the back. I'd bet every dollar I have. Because like that's the only that's a big threat for it, right? Yeah, Primarina is here. So what's Primarina going to do to this Revivroom? I think Revivroom's in a great spot right now. It's probably Assault Vest or something, you think, if he's playing like this. Yeah, here's Prim, and then it's almost like Wolf was surprised that Prim was coming out. He picked it. Kilowattrel, is this a Tailwind now, and then the Revivroom comes in? Yeah, the Sash is already gone, so... Yeah, Draco Meteor D-Gleam, he's saying, yeah, you don't want to hit that Annihilate unless you're really going to hit it hard. So Terra Ice, I don't know how that's going to help you here. D-Gleam, there's literally no downside to clicking Dazzling Gleam here, but you do have to watch out for, like, the Kilowattrel. You do go first, though, because you did get the Tailwind up, unless Wolf didn't spec it outspeed, which I guarantee you he did. Like, I think Prim gets to, like, 80 speed, so you have to invest a little bit to outspeed the Kilowattrel. I think it's, like, 100 and... It needs to get to, like, what, 97 or 90... It needs to outspeed 194, that's all I know. Yeah, it's probably Terra on the Kilowattrel, right? Oh, Terra Ice just to get rid of your weakness. Okay, that's fine. Terra Ice, though. I guess it's just a neutral typing against what he has, so that's not too bad, I guess. You don't usually see it... Are we going to get a flinch, though? That did nothing. AV, maybe? Oh, he went for Moonblast, and that just got rid of it, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna get a flinch here. Wow, that Prim did so much damage. Holy cow. And he got the flinch. Yeah, GG's. GG's, game over. Thanks for coming out to game 1, James. Wow. Prim and Tailwind is so strong. That's insane. Yeah, but it's got to be Revavroom. I just don't know if you come back from this. Well, Revavroom isn't really threatened by what's on the field, so I didn't... And he did Terra, so yeah, I bet every dollar I had that Revavroom's in the back, so... What is he going to do with Revavroom? Is it a shift gear to just set up? But, like... He can't Terra Water, so I think just the Water move, the Hyper Voice is just... Yeah, get rid of the Annihilate, maybe? If Hariyama's in the back, I think he's in a really good spot. I don't remember what he picked, because then you could just Headlong Rush the Revavroom. It can't Terra out of it. So if you just target down that Annihilate, and he's already predicting it's AV, so you just double that. You know there's no Protect into that slot. Yeah, Terra Steel Moonblast, and then an Air Slash. You might get another flinch. That flinch really hurt, because I'm pretty sure he would have just Ice Punched. Yeah. Yeah, he's counting his Rage Fist boost as well, so... I don't know if this is like really a Rage Fist team unless the Ninetales. Yeah, I didn't mind that lead from James. It's just maybe that turn 1 play. Oh, and he missed. Oh, well, you got the flinch. It all bounces back. Oh, I was waiting for the Defiant boost. Yeah, so that's 150 power. Oh, that's a live. Gunk Shot goes off. Yeah, I actually predicted Gunk Shot on the Revavroom in my build because like it's really easy to spec Prim to take a poison jab from that thing even with a boosting item. So Gunk Shot not so much. Espathra's coming in. What moves does it have on it is the question. How are you killing this Revavroom right now? And it's got Citrus, so it's got more HP too. This is gonna be close, but I think it's just Luminacross the Revavroom. But Annihilate can just start attacking things, right? So like this is a little tougher. Yeah, that double up into the Noivern makes sense. Let me see. Again, how are you killing that Revavroom? I don't know. I guess Luminacross is neutral. And it doesn't exactly... It's not the most bulky Pokemon, so maybe not. Oh, he's going for Trick Room. That's crazy. Protect there. Okay, so it's not AV, it's just really bulky. Wow. So, and there's a Protect there. This is the freest Trick Room ever. Wow. And it's not Speed Boost either. Wow. This is what a wild team by Wolf. Setting Trick Room. I want to see James's reaction to that turn. You just go for the double Protect. I wonder why you go for the double Protect there, because I guess Espathra outspeeds everything anyway. But maybe just to see what he does. He has Helping Hand? Oh, it's Leftovers on the 8th. That's funny. That's awesome. What a great job by Wolf right now. I think it's just Hyper Voice here, right? Yeah, and then the Annihilate goes down, right? So I'm curious what speed tier the Prim is, because like it wants to underspeed things out of Trick Room. Sorry, it wants to outspeed things in Tailwind at double speed, but also underspeed things in Trick Room, because he wouldn't have run it if he didn't have that. Like, he's just such a brilliant team builder, so we'll have to see how that goes. What's going to happen here? So I just think that Wolf with that Trick Room, it really hurt things. And that Annihilate not being AV, this is probably picking up with Hyper Voice. Yeah, he went the double. What's Revavroom doing here? I don't know if Revavroom can even touch the... Wow, that did so much. Yeah. Life Orb Primarina. It's so good. All right, what are you doing here? Citrus Berry. Yeah, but if you don't attack Prim and KO it here, you're not winning this game, so... Parting Shot. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Maybe he thought he wasn't going to take that much damage from the Prim there, especially with the Helping Hand, so... Yeah, because then now it's -1, so now you just lose, yeah. Helping Hand, and then it's just the Hyper Voice again. And that is GG's. I always laugh, the game's going on right now, and he's already going like, what did we learn, and things like that. Yeah, now he's trying to get his speed tiers. Yeah, learn from the best, everybody. Watch Wolf play. Just watch him talk out his turns. Aaron, James, they all do it. and they just break down exactly their mindset. So bonus Wolf does this for sure. Let me see, what does he do again? Again, I didn't mind the lead. I didn't mind the game plan. It's just, where did it go bad for James? It's probably on that flinch really hurt. What's he doing? He wants... I'm really curious of that weakness policy on the Glamora. Are you gonna do it? Like, what? What is he doing? Yeah, Primarina has to come to every single game. Did Mamoswine work? Late game Noivern could be interesting, actually. I don't mind that. Let's see what he does. But what does James do here? Maybe the Blastoise shows up, because the Blastoise wasn't too bad. And it's got Terra Poison for the Glamora stuff, so... It's just, is it like... a Shell Smash? Like, maybe? Like, maybe it's Shell Smash? Or maybe it's just Water Spout with Specs or something? Or Blizzard? I don't know. Like, I don't think Crocodile comes. I think that's just too hard of a bring. Unless he's predicting a Glamora coming this game. And then you bring the... Yeah. Because it resists the Rock and the Poison. So let's see. But yeah, Reverum, I think you would give it another chance. Because that, you know that Gum Shot's just going to hit so hard. But you need something for Terra Steel Prim. Because that thing does so much damage. It's a problem, right? Yeah, what's he doing here? Yeah, okay, so... Is this double Blizzard? That would be interesting. Watch out for the Wide Guard, I guess. But Fake Out's coming here. Who has the Cloak? Ninetales doesn't, because it's Sash. So, you gotta watch out for Fake Out and then Meteor Beam, so... But Blastoise is a faster Fake Out than Hariyama's, most of the time. He's gonna go for Rock Polish. That's so funny. Fake Out Rock Polish? What happens here? Cheeky Protect. Yeah, you fake out the Ninetales here, right? But no, you have to fake out the Blastoise, but if it's Covert Cloak, this would work out not super great for Wolf. Let's see. Ninetales switches out. So what is Blastoise doing? A fake out? Of course he has Revavroom. He's like, oh no, he has Revavroom. So fake out switch. Okay. That's a good switch in for the Glamora, but it does get Earth Power in its move pool. Oh, Wolf in his green screen. That's funny. Yeah, let me see. There's the Hariyama gets the burn. Don't do it. Is he? Yeah, I was gonna say you don't have Bullet Punch for that. What's he doing here? I think you have to Terra the Revavroom, right? Because the Earth Power is just so common on Glamora. And the Headlong Rush, yeah, he has to... Either he protects the Revavroom or he Terras. He has to. But what is Blastoise doing here? It has Fake Out, so it's less likely it has the Shell Smash or the Water Spout. It's probably a supportive Blastoise. Switches again. He's so animated. Oh no! Yeah, Protect. This is so stupid. Oh my goodness. And it breaks the sash on the Ninetales in the back row with the Toxic Spikes. This is so funny. He's so proud of himself. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's good. Sludge Bomb, it's resisted. Oh my goodness. If I get the poison, I'm in good shape, he says. Leftovers. It negates the poison. So his item is completely useless right now. But I think you just Terra the Revavroom here. You kind of have to, right? Look at those stat boosts. That's crazy, man. Like, what? How did you draw this up? I'm curious of that conversation. If he was building with Aaron Trailer or just like another friend or something like that. Like, what? I'm so confused how we came to this conclusion. You Flamor Bullet Punch your own Glamora. At least if you're gonna do that, well, don't run the Flamor. My goodness. Let me see. What does he do here? I can only predict so far, boys and girls. Once I see a side bullet punch. Wow, how did you not tear that Reverum? Because that's just a headlong rush, isn't it? Oh, James, this is so bad for you right now. Game over. Oh, he's close combating. Wow, he crit too. Wolf's getting so lucky. You know what? He'll take those. Never apologize for crits and flinches. Never apologize. Yeah, and then you just bullet punch the Ninetales. Its sash is gone because it's poisoned when it comes in. He's laughing so hard. I was expecting more out of this match. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he's talking about running sets you would never run before, just to kind of confuse and get around good players, and he's definitely doing that. James had no idea what hit him. I'd love to hear his perspective. I can't wait to see it after this. Yeah, bullet punch. He's gonna fake out your Hariyama, right? Yeah, because you know you've seen bullet punch. You're about to be faked out, Wolf. Spiky shield, and then what? Yeah, but he's just faking out your... But what's he gonna do here to your Hariyama is the question, right? So, yeah, fake out wouldn't have gained him anything, so... Oh, it didn't even take him down to Sash. Alright, Icy Wind. If this is a Shell Smash, that'd be a crazy endgame. Do you imagine? Muddy Water. Okay, so it's basically the same set as last week. I love how Wolf's pretending like he's not going to win this game. Yeah, Hariyama's incredible. Yeah, differential is going to come down in the when it comes to playoff standings and stuff. So yeah, definitely preserve that. I'd switch out the Hariyama here. Or you just secure the KO, because no, you know what? I would just KO the Ninetales right now. It does have Protect, but he can't because he's just going to go down to Poison. So you just Bullet Punch here. He's probably going to take out your Hariyama, and then you Sludge Bomb. I guess he's just going to play with his food, because why not, right? He's trying to preserve the KD, but I feel like more often than not, if you're trying to do this too hard, sometimes it doesn't work out for you. But this is entertaining. I'll give him that. Yeah, I'd be playing for a 3-0, not a 4-0 right now, because you might end up like losing 2-0 or even losing the game if he gets a big crit or something, but he just doesn't have a lot of offense on the field, so I'm kind of curious what he's going to do here. Tear Fairy, let me see. So a Muddy Water? No, you're going to go first and KO the Blastoise, so like, no, it's a D-Gleam, right? So Muddy Water with like accuracy drops could be really bad for you. So who's he tearing? The Blastoise, right? Yeah. So this is a resist to the D-Gleam, so... Uh-oh. Yeah, he's asking, he's just like, do I have moves to hit this? So yeah, that's the thing. I feel like sometimes playing with your food, like I don't think you're going to get destroyed by a Blastoise or anything. But yeah, it does more than I thought it was going to do. But yeah, you're probably still going to lose 3-0 anyway. I probably would have just gone for the Bullet Punch there. Hope for the Muddy Water miss. Hits both. Okay. And yeah, no accuracy drop. So he does win. So now you just go for the not the Sludge Bomb, but yeah, could he even hit this Blastoise? Let me see. Moonblast is stronger, isn't it? No, sorry, never mind. It's the water's neutral, yeah. Yeah, you just go for the chip damage. That's just optimal, right? You just protect here, or you just attack, whatever. And then you just play optimally, go for your protect, get the poison chip damage, and then you just finish him off the next turn. So, no, nice job. He ended up protecting the 4-0. But it is possible, based on the turn order next turn. But there's really no analysis at this point. It really just comes down to him just finishing it off. So that's crazy. You got a weakness policy Glamora with a Bullet Punch Flame Orb Hariyama. I guess. But that Trick Room on the Espathra, you just never know in Draft League what someone's gonna have, right? Yeah, Revavroom wasn't as good. It just wasn't able to kind of get going, right? It was just like Wolf was just ready for it, recognizing what's going to be strong into your team. And I knew that Revavroom was looking really good into it. And even he, when he was talking about his team, he thought that it looked really good. So he built the team to target it. So good for him. And James built around it too. He brought it both games. Yeah, Glamora. I don't even think I had Glamora on my team, did I? We're about to find out when I break down my predictions. Let me see. Sludge Bomb. It just does it anyway. Crit. Didn't matter at that point, but still. So Wolf just, yeah, beats up James this week. That's another 2-0, everybody. My goodness. Week 1, we had just tons of 2-1s, and it was just a really, really close week. And this is just Rock'em Sock'em Robots just beating your opponents to a pulp this week. So we got one more match this week, and it is Cybertron versus Shady. That'll be exciting too. It'll give Shady a chance to bounce back. So anyway, so yeah, stay tuned. I'll see you guys in a couple seconds for the breakdown, and not the breakdown, but like just the when I compare what I thought they were going to bring to what they did. I'll see you in a second. Well, would you look at that? James's team, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I was 6 for 6 on this team. Ninetales, Blastoise, Kilowattrel, Revavroom, Crocodile, Annihilate. Was I right on any of the Terra types? Blastoise, no. I picked Steel, he picked Poison, but definitely to go after the what's called the fairy moves for sure. The Crocodile was Ghost. I had Grass. Revavroom was Fairy. He had Water. Kilowattrel was Water. Okay, so it might have been an offensive one. Who knows? Grass on the Ninetales. He had Ground. I guess that's interesting. And then I had Steel on my Annihilate, and he had the what is it? It was Ice. I never would have guessed that in a million years. He didn't bring an AV set. The Focus Sash was on the Ninetales. The Revavroom was Clear Amulet. I didn't even have an item on Crocodile. I should have probably replaced that. I think I had AV on both or whatever it might have been. But caught that when I was doing my last video. But yeah, the Blastoise, Fake Out, Icy Wind, Muddy Water. We didn't see any other moves, so unfortunately. But yeah, that was really close. So we are 6 for 6 on that one. Let's see how close we were with Wolfey's. Let me see. So yeah, the Primarina was just so good. I just had Specs. He went with Life Orb, but yeah, the Terra Fairy. He had Terra Steel, so he went defensive. But yeah, Deagly, Moonblast, Hyper Voice, and then he had Protect, and I had Ice Beam because it was a spec set. The Focus Sash on the Noivern. I don't remember what item was on his Noivern. It might have been Sash. I forget. But yeah, Ghost. He was Terra Normal. I don't remember why. Oh, probably for Boom Burst? No. Maybe he was like bluffing it or something. I don't know. Oh, no, it was for the Rage Fist. That's why. Mamoswine I predicted. Espathra. Trevenant didn't come, and Venonat didn't come. So we ended up seeing Hariyama, and we ended up seeing Glamora, which I did not predict. And the Glamora was very, very good in Game 2 for him. And then the Hariyama was also impactful as well. So yeah, we were close. So we were, what were we? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we are, what? Again, 10 for 12. So awesome. This is a lot of fun. I love going over what I thought. And then when hindsight kicks in, I know exactly what they have. I can kind of compare the two, and this is just a lot of fun. So I didn't see the item. Yeah, actually the Choppleberry, the fighting resist on the Mamoswine, not the loaded dice. And it wasn't the Icicle Spear. It had Ice Shard, which actually worked really well for Wolf, picking off that Ninetales, which it would have really mattered if he didn't. Wait, no, because he had the speed advantage that turn. So yeah, I guess it wouldn't have mattered because, you know, he could have set up Veil, but maybe not because he had the speed advantage. So that's basically it. So that is week 3. Wow, what a blowout week. This is crazy. All 3 games are just blowouts, right? So yeah, but I can't wait to see the last game of the week. So check out Wolf and James's perspective if you haven't throughout the week, because you checked out mine already. Thank you for being here. This has been a lot of fun. I love doing these things, and I will see you guys in the next one. Like, subscribe. It helps so much when you guys do it. It just makes it so more people get shown this stuff. It's just, and we all get to enjoy the Wolfey Draft League together, and it's just so much fun for everyone to be here. So thank you, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.